Recently, I was watching The Daily Show and heard yet another news story about an innocent black guy killed by the police in the United States. I usually don't get emotional about one person dying when tens of thousands of people die every day, especially if the news story is about an event that happened a year ago. Maybe I was tired or something, I don't know. But after watching a footage of a policeman shooting an innocent person, I felt that now is finally the time for me to talk about the name that I chose for my YouTube channel. I chose this name to make a point, but the name itself is not going to make a point unless I explain what that point is. And well, the thing is that I chose this name because, as it turns out, I am racist, sexist, and homophobic. And do you know how I know this? Well, because I took an implicit association test, which you can also take at implicit.harvard.edu, and I found out that I prefer my own skin color, gender, and sexual preferences to other skin colors, genders, and sexual preferences, which by today's standards mean that I'm a racist, sexist, homophobe. And actually, I don't see anything wrong with that. I prefer house music to country music, but I don't feel the need to teach myself to like all music styles equally, so I don't see why should I teach myself to like all people equally. Therefore, I don't understand how this non-issue of people preferring others who are similar to themselves gets more attention than serious structural problems in our society. Policemen kill innocent people for no apparent reason, and people start arguing about their ethnicities? You know, he was killed because he was black. It's all because racism. Black lives matter. But did you know that police kills twice as many white people as it kills black people? White lives matter. Well, yes, but there are much more white people in the US than there are black people, so statistically speaking, black people are 2.5 times more likely to be killed than white people. Black lives matter. Actually, Native Americans are the ones who are most likely to be killed by the police. Native American lives matter. And so on and so forth and further from the actual issue. I mean, seriously? What the fuck? Is this some sort of competition? And then, which side wins? The one that is being killed the most? The one that gets most media coverage? What's the goal here? Do we want police to kill equal percentage of people of every ethnicity? Is that the goal? Should police kill more white and Asian people to even out the statistics? Would that solve the problem? I mean, if racism is the problem here, then this should be the way to go, right? Or maybe, just maybe, the problem is that innocent people are being killed for no fucking reason. And they are being killed by the people whose main job is to make everybody feel safe. Maybe that's the problem that we should be addressing. You know, discussing ways how to make sure that people who shit their pants every time someone looks at them the wrong way would not be allowed to carry guns and badges. Because law enforcement is not the kind of job where you can fail a bunch of times first before you learn how to do it. Why are we even arguing whether cops who kill innocent people are racist incompetent morons or unbiased incompetent morons? If the problem is that policemen kill innocent people, and the reason why this happens is the fact that these policemen are not competent to be policemen in the first place, shouldn't we concentrate on competence issues in the police force, push for better training and evaluation programs to make sure that only competent policemen get to carry weapons or become policemen in the first place? You know, concentrate on solving the problem, not argue how racism affects it. And yeah, racism probably affects this issue and enhances it for certain groups of people more than for other groups of people. But if we fixed the problem itself, there would be nothing to enhance. If policemen didn't kill people, there would be no need to figure out which group of people suffers from it the most. And don't get me wrong, I'm not denying that racism exists and is still a problem in our society. But debates about racism no longer help to solve the underlying problems, which are much more serious than racism itself. When some stand-up comedian uses the word nigger, and when some half-baked idiot cop kills an innocent human being, it is ludicrous to put these events under the same umbrella and call both of them racism. I mean, yeah, technically both of these things might be seen as instances of racism, but does it help anyone to talk about them with the same seriousness? Shouldn't we concentrate on the things that matter the most? And if we concentrated on the underlying issues, it would be very difficult for fascists and white supremacists to deny that these issues exist, when skin color would no longer be in the picture. They would have to either join the cause, or at least shut up and let everyone else solve these problems. If some racist asshole punched you in the face, would you be bothered that he is racist? or that he punched you in the face? And would you feel better if someone who is not racist punched you in the face? I don't know about you, but I'd rather be surrounded by friendly, helpful people who think that my skin color looks weird than by aggressive assholes who like my skin color but beat me anyway. And I get that in the perfect society we would ignore such irrelevant features as skin color, gender, and sexual preferences and would judge each other by each other's actions, not how similar we are to each other. But how can we expect that when we keep telling each other how different we are and spend more time comparing each other's problems than solving these problems? So the next time you encounter some racist asshole, don't call him racist, call him an asshole, because being an asshole is an issue here.
Black History Month you find
ridiculous.
Why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? No, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism until...
Stop talking about it.
Leave a comment below and tell me how I am using the word racism in a wrong way, because historically it meant structural oppression of certain groups of people. And ignore the fact that today, thanks to the PC culture, it is more often used to describe people's personal preferences and lack of knowledge about other cultures. Or simply call me a racist and leave it at that.